good evening, and welcome and hello to another edition of the Ohm Service Live. With me, Marquee from SoulOhm Reviews. We've got Steve from Tales from the Ohm, and we have got our wonderful Mr. Porter from Dilligaf Porter. Hello, everybody.
Hello. Oh, beeps.
Hello. And
picture of my sister.
Do you want to buy my sister for $50?
And so it begins.
So it does. Are we all right, guys?
I'm in awe of his voiceover capabilities.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Baby, you ain't seen. I better stop that. My head's still sore.
Oh, bless you, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I've had a headache all week, and I was kind of putting it down to that bloody dragon suit from last Thursday, but I feel it's So, look at you do.
Andy Fletcher, hello. Just like to say
Hi,
hello.
Andy.
Just before we go into the actual show, just to let everybody know, as of next week, next Thursday, we're going to be starting the show half an hour later. We're going to be starting the show at 7:30. Reason being is that I don't finish work until gone 5 o'clock, and by the time I get home and had a quick shower, we're literally going live. So we're going to start at 7:30 as of next Thursday. So I thought I'd just let you know. Also, we've got some important news, haven't we, with Steve?
Huh? What?
Not Stevie. I said Steve.
Yes, we have.
He's getting excited there, isn't he? Already. Oh, me.
I'm here.
Are we going to announce it now?
I think we ought to.
I think we ought to. I really do. It is my great pleasure to introduce you all to our new co-host, the wonderful, the amazing Mr. Stevie Dilligaf Porter. Round of applause, everyone.
It's me.
And the best bit, he's getting 2 weeks off.
Yeah, already.
just started getting 2 weeks holiday. Wait, I never asked when I signed up for this. What's the holiday pay?
Furlough, mate, furlough.
Yeah, so you'll be seeing more of me, all you chaps and chapesses in chat. Yeah, so I agreed to become a permanent fixture. Only thing is, unfortunately, as a majority of you know, we are moving house. Fingers crossed, everything we've got to go ahead to move next Friday, so I have to tear all this computer stuff down. So I may be missing off your screens for a couple of weeks. I'll try to pop into chat, but I will be MIA for at least 2 weeks anyway. So the boys have promised they're going to keep my seat warm for me.
Oh, definitely, we're going to keep your seat warm. Welcome. It's been absolutely awesome these last 2 shows, and I think us 3 fit pretty well, to be honest with you. So, yeah.
Yeah, I just need to sort out Irish, and then my world will be excellent.
He loves you, really.
Yeah, right.
Diabetes, will Stevie's name tag say Swamp Passport? Or no, I'll just keep it as Swamp Pass. Maybe change it to Swampy for short.
So that's going to be your new nickname, Swampy?
I don't know.
Wasn't that the geezer that used to handcuff himself to trees?
Hey?
Oh, I know that. Yeah, you should dig holes underground and stuff like that, didn't you, and hide in them. No, I'm not doing it. See, I've just been told already, bring the mic closer. I need to speak up again. Sorry.
Is there some new outdoor activity you and Jules have taken up that you want to tell us about, Swampy?
Nope.
Bless you.
And the pictures have been destroyed.
It's all right, mate. I copied the video.
Say nothing in case I incinerate myself.
Bless.
Behave, soggy flip-flops. I don't know. I think Mr. Porter has actually outdone the flip-flops this week.
Yes, definitely.
have we got a new story for you?
Oh, have we got a new story? So yeah, we've got news coming up. We've also got what we're now calling these Marquee's bottom drawer. So you may be able to enter Marquee's bottom drawer. That does sound a bit dodgy, that.
Yeah, and it won't be the first time.
No. So always give it a thumbs up.
Just remember to kiss him first.
Yes. So what's coming up in Marquee's bottom drawer, Stevie?
In Marquee's bottom drawer, we have this week a full range of the tea juice. And we also have the second and last Vaporesso Target PM30. Fetching blue.
There you go. So I'll be doing that roughly about 8:15 ish.
And last but not least,
you're going to get.
I'm throwing in a small build stand. These are I've actually got one of these in my build kit and it goes everywhere with me, and I think they're great just for that rather than building on a mod. You know, if it expos you're out and about or whatever. So I'm throwing in that as well.
And Irish says to avoid me purple Mac. Why avoid me purple Mac?
Avoid this in the...
What?
There's nothing wrong with this purple Mac. It's always sparkling.
Apart from it's got crusty cheese on.
So I'll be dipping my arm into Marquee's bottom drawer later on. So,
bring tears to his eyes when you get to the elbow.
Yeah. It's like,
if you've seen the size of my hands.
Oh, I've seen the size of your hands.
Right, so before we start all this shenanigans, we better say hello. So, Andy Fletcher, good evening, sir. Mr. Richards, good evening. Blazing Vapes, how you doing? Dion, Don Flagging, Flashy. And he's back.
He's back.
The baby oil bandit, Horsham Heating, is with us.
He is. It's good to see you, kiddo.
The ever gorgeous Jules Mama Vapes.
Yeah. Uggles. Got to give Uggles, Jules.
I'm giving her nothing.
Liz, Snuggles. We've got Alan. Rev, good evening, sir. Mr. and Mrs. Rev. Hello. We've got Russ Morgan with us. Sheboygan Smooth Transitions. Stuart Ayrton, Late Night Vape Show. Mick, good evening. Yes, more news on the Late Night Vape Show later. Tiberius, good evening, sir. UK Vapester. UK Andy, the ever gorgeous Vaping Bunny.
Uggles.
I just join in.
And why not, dear boy? Why not? And I know I saw him. Where's Vaping Iris disappeared to?
He's there.
He is there, because I've seen one of his posts earlier on.
And he knows the way. Good evening, Zan.
Fist bump.
Aloha, H2A. How you doing, dude? Right.
Another person another people I would like to say hello to, and they're the people that watch the replay. I think we ought to give everybody a wave to the people from the replay. Hello. Because we do get quite a few people that watch the replay because they're busy at work and things like that. So all you people that are working and you haven't got time to watch us live, hello.
Bruce Young as well. Good evening.
Hello,
Yes,
Bruce Young.
Vapester, you did get a shout out. I say.
And I'm going to be mega cheeky here now. If you want a really big shout out, we do have Super Chat.
Make checks payable to Stevie Dilligaf Porter.
And Paul's ghosting and eating. Ooh.
Spooky.
I know. Hello, Kenneth.
I'm just glad you're here. Kenneth, good evening. Well, morning, is it? Oh.
Did Gailey get Huggles?
Gailey,
I'm sure she did.
you
If
did.
not,
Extra Huggles.
I can't do arms full stretch. I'll punch the camera.
Oh, I can. I've only got little arms.
Oh, no.
What's the camera? Yes, there. Huggles.
You've got to admit, you've got the friendliest casters here, haven't you, really? Everyone gets hugs and cuddles and
Friendly fingers.
friendly fingers. Oh, hashtag friendly fingers. I like that one.
That's
New
us.
t-shirt. I like that idea. I think new t-shirt that. Hashtag friendly fingers.
Would you believe that actually came from Jules and I? We went to the very first gay pride that Jules and I went to with my sister and her wife, and would you believe Texas were playing at it? And it was Charlene Spiteri. She says, I want to give the friendly finger to everybody. And that's where the friendly finger came from.
From her, I'll take it.
I've definitely got friendly fingers.
Eh?
I've definitely got friendly fingers.
I'm saying nothing.
Nice. With your reputation.
And I could end up getting a punch in the mouth when I come off here because she's...
Liz! I'm sorry, Liz. Huggles for Liz.
And we didn't give Timmy.
Timmy, fist bump, you're a man.
Timmy, Jasper, leave the fruit pastels alone.
Buy your own, and Jasper, buy your own chips.
You got one and sog it off. Flashy, how dare you, sir?
JP's got wandering fingers.
Johnny's being naughty again.
Yeah, but Bunny, you like it when I'm naughty.
Oi, I'm the smutty one.
Did you see that stern look he gave you there, actually?
What's turn up?
What's the look?
that Steve gave you, Mark.
Yeah, no, so like,
Whoa.
oh, she's more.
You're in trouble, boy.
You kidding? That's the boss. I've got to behave.
Did Mark just assume Timmy's gender? Yeah, I did. Am I not allowed to do that now? Is that politically incorrect?
I'm worried now because Liz has just basically said, hold my beer. Oh, so smut you'll be wanting. We got a dirty Yoda in chat.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
Does this smell like chloroform to you? Oi, that's my line. Gaffer tape.
I like that, Timmy. With friendly fingers like that, Mark, I can assume what he likes.
Ooh.
Well,
no.
before we get into the news and all that kind of stuff, I want to ask you two a question, and in fact, chat actually. I was watching, the government's daily briefing, and I was watching it last night, and where's the local cinema drive-ins that we've got?
There ain't any.
Well, by all accounts, we're allowed to go to them.
I know. See if you know somebody that's got a driveway on the front of their property, their curtains open with one of those big, again, 60-inch TVs. Just drive your car straight up onto their front lawn. What you need to do, you need to knock on the window first and say to them, can you open that window and turn the volume up because I can't hear anyone sitting in the car.
Yeah.
Job done.
It was just curious. I was just curious to see if anybody had been to a cinema drive-in in this country.
They do. Well, they used to have them up here every now and again.
It's going to make the dirty buggers easy to spot, innit? Because all you got to do is drive down the street and look for the geezer that's parking up the scissor lifts after midnight. Goes from the ground floor to the upstairs.
By all accounts, there's one in Peterborough.
Now, Lincoln Castle has been doing drive-in cinema, but as one-off events. So,
I think we used to do them in Strathclyde Park up here in Scotland every now and again, but I don't think it'd be the same going to a drive-in movie in Scotland in a pissing rain.
See, the thing is, though, if I went to one, knowing my luck, I'd have a caravanette parked in front of me.
the thing that's made me laugh about yesterday's announcements, so single people can visit another household, yeah?
Only in a bubble.
In a bubble.
Yeah, you've got to be in a bubble.
But all this media thing, couples that haven't seen each other for 3 months can now see each other and they can stay the night. Well, that's fabulous. But according to the government, they're not allowed to get jiggy with it. How many people do you think are going to take notice of the government on that one?
And how would you know that they have been jiggy with it? Is it the case when she's walking home she can't walk straight?
She looks like she's walking like John Wayne.
Yeah.
Something's been going on.
Get off your horse and drink your milk.
See, the thing is, I think they keep on changing just to make it up the sends, because I don't think they've got a clue. Because now it's not until Saturday, isn't it? You can have one person from another household come to your house. I'm getting confused with it all.
See, the thing is, we've not got that up here yet.
No,
something like that may get announced up here next week, but
yeah, she's not daft. Your gaffer, she's not daft. What she does is hang fire until like the idiot English to sort it out first. We'll hang fire for just a bit longer, see if he's right. She's not daft, that one.
I just want to know where they get the bubbles from. And how big's your bubble got to be?
Oh, it's only can be a small bubble, from what I can understand. You can't have several bubbles going to the same house. You can only have one bubble.
I'm confused.
I'm up for a bubble. Yeah, I'd go for a bubble right now. Yeah.
Those black helicopters. Okay. Right, have we got any news, sir?
Oh, we certainly have. Yeah.
Right, let me do the bumper.
Slip to me up like that.
Oh, I'm slipping it. Go for it, sire. Oh, I'm looking forward to this one. I've already heard news.
Yes. According to Click, it's us poor folk that are keeping the vape industry alive and growing. There's been a new study done by the pro-vaping charity Cancer Research, and they've looked at long-term smokers that have quit for a year or more, and it's found that e-cigarette use has increased from 3.3% in 2014 to 10.4% in 2019. So of the 34,442 former smokers quizzed, it found 13.5 of those in a lower socio-economic group reported using e-cigarettes compared to 8.2 of the more affluent. So what they're basically saying is us poor folk vape more and longer than posh people.
Really?
Yeah, apparently so. Socio-economically disadvantaged smokers are thought to be more dependent on nicotine due to generally smoking at a younger age and smoking more cigarettes per day, and such dependence might encourage greater use of e-cigarettes following quitting for pleasure to satisfy cravings and potentially prevent relapse to smoking.
Well, they do say that people in lower economic, population smoke more and drink more.
Yeah,
it's the same with gas. Yeah. So it does make sense.
But you also know why we're poor.
Because we vape a lot.
Chinese. That's why we're poor, because we keep buying everything that comes out.
Well,
it's true.
I'm just wondering if, like, Gucci or Land Rover made a vape kit. whether the posh people would be happier with that. Go on, you can say it, poor people. Yes, poor people.
It's true though, isn't it? I mean, things like I'm trying to be diplomatic here, politically correct. In social lower income families and things like that, there is more smoking, alcohol, obesity, everything that's bad for you is normally commonly associated with people with lower incomes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and especially, I mean, no disrespect, especially people, so like the higher you go in the countries, note the word I said, countries, this seems the worst it seems to get.
But the obesity can be easily pointed out because you're looking at cheaper diets, which tend to be ready meals, frozen food, etc. Higher carb, stuff that's high calorie. I mean, how many working families do you know put the cost of the food over the calorific content? If you can worry about what calories are in your grub, you're fairly comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
And as for the drinking and smoke, Christ almighty, life's hard enough as it is. You need something to get away. And if it's going for a pint and a smoke with your mate, that's what it is.
So when you think...
I was going to say, if it wasn't for us so-called poor people, the country would be on its backside anyway.
Of course it would.
Exactly. I didn't see many Gucci suits still going to work, did you? Yeah. So, anyway.
So it's not surprising that vaping is more prevalent than anything else, because obviously vaping at the present moment in time is cheaper than actually having a cigarette.
I think a lot of that is why we've seen such a rise in it, because it's not just the fact that it gets you off the cigs and you've got the hand-to-mouth movement and all the rest of it. It's a cost factor as well.
Because let's face it, we always... it's not our fault, but we do it. We kind of tend to forget that there are... The majority of people have one mod, they have one type of juice, and that's it. That's all they have. Not like us that's got shiny itis all the time, and we're the minority. We're the people that sort of like are hobbyists. Whereas sort of like people like my dad, he's still got a cool 5.4. He's got a Nautilus tank. He has his own juice, and that's it. That's all he has. And it's basically all they've done is they've swapped literally one brand for another brand. Instead of smoking cigarettes, they're now vaping. And they are the majority of people that do vape. Not we're the complete minority. Okay.
And Kenneth just nicely summed that one up. When you've done high level manual jobs, you need high calorie foods. Now the jobs have changed, the diet hasn't.
Yeah, true.
Which I would agree with as well. Chris, good evening,
Darling.
Village, dude. Right, moving on.
Ooh.
You may wonder why I have the Hugo Boss logo behind me. No, I've not turned into a posing puffer. I have an interesting story. Oh, that was a nervous look then. Hugo Boss. In 2017, let us wind the clock back. Come with me now. Come with me now to 2017, before all this madness began. Well,
Tiberius, I wish we had Boss as our sponsor for news.
It'd be nice. In 2017, Hugo Boss took the relatively new company of Flavor Boss and sent them a letter. And that letter said, cease and desist. You shall not use the name Boss Shots. You are infringing on our copyright.
I never knew that. I never knew that.
Yeah. Well, Boss have a huge history of this. They've done this with Boss Beers, and have actually forced them to rename their brand, claiming it infringed, even though one sells aftershave, the other sells beverages.
Yeah.
So Flavor Boss, rather than rolling over and showing its belly, went, "Stop that, we'll see you in court." So after 4 years and tens of thousands in solicitors' fees, the case has been settled and Flavor Boss won,
Awesome.
which I think is brilliant. The CEO, Rob Hacking, said it's been a long and treacherous battle, but we're delighted to announce we've received confirmation that the EU IPO's second Board of Appeal has rejected both of Hugo Boss's appeals in EU opposition proceedings. So in 2018, Hugo Boss had a net income of 236 million. Flavor Boss were just a startup. And the CEO says, we were only in our infancy back then, but we put our heart and soul into building the company and we knew we had to fight it. It was a case of bully boy tactics from a multi-billion-pound company attacking small independent businesses. For anyone that's found themselves in the same situation as Flavor Boss, my advice is fight your case. Show these companies they don't hold all the power. It'll be a long fight, but it's your livelihood at risk. Apparently, as I was saying, Hugo Boss has a reputation for unscrupulously going after small businesses. And that is what caused something that you've mentioned, Mark, previously. Joe Lycett actually brought this to public attention by changing his name by deed poll to Hugo Boss. The stunt received widespread media attention for Joe Lycett, but also shined a spotlight on the hundreds of businesses currently fighting Hugo Boss, as I said, including Boss Brewing, who had been forced to change the name of their beer, which I found absolutely ridiculous. Come on.
I'm surprised that even the word boss is a trademark.
Well, it's crazy, isn't it? But this is the American system versus the rest of the world. The American system, you can copyright anything. So,
But aren't they called Flavor Boss, though? Not just Boss?
Yeah, but it was Boss Shorts, though. That's what they were trying to get at, though.
Jeez. Well done to them, because, I mean, let's face it. What Boss, Hugo Boss, the perfume, versus a vaping product? I mean, it's just totally... I could slightly appreciate if there was Boss, Hugo Boss vape gear, but they're in a totally different realm.
Well, you're not exactly going to stick a wadge of 50 quid aftershave into your CE4, are
No.
you?
That'd be funny, though.
And moving on. I want to know if anybody can work out what the next story is about.
This story was brought to you by Mr. Dilligaf Porter.
Nothing to do with me. I actually stole it from Hersey.
Has anybody actually... No. Toys R Us caused the death of local company Inkjets R Us through the courts. No, nobody's having a go. Right, New York City officially is recommending glory holes for safe, socially distanced hookups. Now, Mr. Porter actually called this one. He called this one with his riot shield of lust. The idea was a simple one, a 6-foot shield with a hole around the willy area, and one could approach one's beloved whilst perfectly safe behind said shield. So New York City, not having the same sort of mind or...
I think somebody watched the show last week.
I think so.
I was quite shocked to read this. So the health department of New York City put out a safe sex guide. Yeah. And it encourages people to take all possible precautions to prevent transmission of COVID-19 during sexual encounters. Amongst the advice included in the guide is a suggestion, make it a little kinky. Be creative with sexual positions and physical barriers like walls that allow sexual contact while preventing close face-to-face transmission. It was also suggested that sexual encounters are best carried out in larger, more open, well-ventilated spaces. So what they're saying is glory holes or dogging.
Yeah.
So the guide makes clear that one thing you should keep on, other than your clothes, is your face mask. It says wear a face covering or mask. Maybe it's your thing, maybe it's not. But during COVID-19, wearing a face covering that protects your nose and mouth is a good way to add a layer of protection during sex.
No, that doesn't work. You get your face up against a wall, your face is like that, so put a face mask on. You're going to be back to 3 inches, so it might not even go through the bloody glory hole. There you go.
And according to the New York Health Department, it sounds like men have been thinking about COVID for many years because heavy breathing and panting can spread the virus, so you shouldn't do it.
Ryan, I don't know what to answer to that one. How are you going to suck?
Yeah, I suggested to Jules today, any chance I can drill a hole through the bedroom wall. She says, what you want to do that for? It wouldn't even poke through the first brick. So I drilled a hole in the door, it's only plywood.
So the guide reiterates that the safest sexual partner is yourself. And quite worryingly, someone else in your household.
What, that could be anybody.
Hey, hold on a minute.
Grandma!
Safest sexual partner's yourself. How does that work with a glory hole then? Because you wouldn't be able to reach it.
And they do say if you do have sex with others outside of your household, have as few partners as possible and pick partners you trust. I believe
COVID or no COVID, I think that applies.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
That sounds like just pick some stranger.
We're back to dogging.
I know.
But it does finish off with it warns to avoid sexual encounters with more than one person, adding if two is company, then 3 or more is definitely a crowd.
Gail, I think that they're actually encouraging that, slappers.
BFG went to Grandma real quick. You know the terms, don't be a slapper. No, you're allowed to slap them because they'll be facing away. So, yeah. Perhaps that's where the bubble comes in use. No, that's afterwards. I say. So, Stevie, thank you, because I think that's topped the flip-flop. In my personal favourite so far, I think we've got the sperm smoothie, the glory hole story, then the flip-flops.
Oh, I don't know. I like my flip-flops.
Yeah, I still giggle at the flip-flops.
Flip-flops just giggle for me.
I just like the vegan smoothie.
I wonder how many people are actually going to get thrown out of B&Q by sticking their willies in holes in B&Q.
Yeah, I know.
You don't want to be around the light switch department, do you? Hey, Bill, just give it a poke.
Crazy people.
Yeah, the world was going mad. Evening, Andy.
Andy, fist bump. Hope you're alright, buddy.
Hey up, Andy. I knew Bunny would get involved somewhere.
Well, what's Bunny done? What have I missed?
I said, don't be a slapper. How's light flagellation then? Bunny put, I was going to ask that one myself. Nothing new really. BFG has his face next to a glory hole. Stuart. No need. What need? I have never been near a glory hole, young man. Not for a long, long time. That's why I could do with a bubble.
I wonder at what point is it, so. Is this actually like a government official?
The sex guide, yeah. It's actually come through the New York City Health Department. These are the same idiots that claim vaping will kill you.
Right,
And
I've got one then. Who's cleaning the glory holes?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And do they supply boxes for short people?
See, if they were a really considerate council, then they'd put a range of holes.
I mean, if they don't have boxers, I mean, I think we ought to start having campaigns for Short People Matter.
Go to your nearest glory hole and wear a pair of platforms.
Brings a whole new meaning to there's one in the eye.
Oh yes, definitely Chuckmeister. Definitely height. Yes.
I mean, I've just got visions of a load of like the city operatives going around with an air compressor, just like, oh, clean.
It's all right. I had visions of, you know, when you went to Skeggy Beaches and you used to have them pictures of the sort of the big woman and the little skinny bloke, and you put your face in it.
I'm just getting visions of somebody looking like Hilda Ogden going through it with a little brush and that, with it poking it through the hole to clean it.
Wire wool and Dettol.
The wire brush and Dettol.
His voice from the other side going, "You need a trim, love. You need a trim."
Hold my coat.
Thing is, though, will they have different sizes? So you come up to the actual platform, will they have different size holes? Or is it just one hole fits all?
Was that platform 9 3/4?
Why, Mr. Potter? You don't choose the one chooses you.
Oh, I like how Irish has been really practical about this one. Make them from cardboard and just burn them afterwards. God, that was quiet. Everyone went silent then.
I just wondered how long Irish had been sort of cultivating this in a Blue Peter presenter. Yeah.
I think he's been getting ready for Dragon's Den.
Here's one I made earlier. Don't look at the stains.
I'm just waiting for him to turn up with this see-through shield.
The only thing with cardboard that would get soggy.
Yeah, but you could always upcycle it then into papier-mâché, couldn't you?
Oh, that smells fishy.
Yeah, but he's got his own glue.
Exactly. Just leave it in the sun, it'll be rock solid.
Now selling at B&Q.
In fact, if you were a proper entrepreneur, you could make little sort of... Well, you know, you can get those kits where you can dip your welly into it's like a jug of jelly, yeah? Then they send you the latex, and you can make sex toys in the shape of your partner's, you know,
No,
cheeky bit.
I didn't know about this.
Like chocolate buttholes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they send you the kit so that you can take a mold of your partner's cheeky bits, and then you can make a dildo or vibrator out of it.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
There you go. It's an idea for your wedding anniversary.
No, I think my wife's quite happy with the real thing.
Does it come in a stacked version?
Bloody need to for me.
Hey up, Dean. Fist bump, matey. Hope you're all right.
Dino.
Huggles to Jenny. Huggles.
Jenny, you've been ghosting. Who called the devil? The power of Christ compels you. Bless. Yes. No, apparently it's a thing.
It's a thing. I've never heard of that. So you put your bits in jelly?
Well, it's like a mould. So you take a plastic cast of your bits and then add the latex. And
Oh, bless. I need Huggles. I'm in a car. It's cold out here.
who's that? Jenny.
Jenny, she's in a car.
Oh, Huggles.
8 villages off to drill a hole in the wall.
Oh, bless.
See you later, John.
Hold on.
The Devil Vapor does moulds of his anal cavity for people who want them.
We're back to the. Now, hold on. There we are. Right.
Oh, you're not going to show it, are you?
No.
Oh, thank God for that. Phew.
Mark was spitting.
Links in chat. If you want to have a look, have a look.
The thing is, though, what I want to know, Steve, is how did you find out about it?
We had a chat about it.
I've never had a chat about my wanting to make plaster casts of my penis.
It's casting mold powder made from high-grade alginate derived from seaweed with a medical-grade platinum pure silicone, the gold standard of sex toys.
Oh. There you go. We learn something new every day.
What worries me is the size and shape of the one they've actually used, because God knows where that's come from. But just in case it's something that you're interested in, one can get it in various shades. So there's a darker skin tone, there's a glow-in-the-dark tone, there's a green glow-in-the-dark, there's a hot pink, jet black, light skin tone, neon purple.
Neon purple? Yeah, Bill, I was thinking that, no.
Start.
I'm not repeating that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Andy Summerfield's got a good question there. What was you searching for when you found it?
I wasn't. I just whacked in penis.
Well, whatever you're whacking in, yeah, we'll have less of whacking.
The bit that kills me is you can get a glow in the dark.
That's just in case you lose it under the bed covers at night.
Who the hell's desperate enough to find their sex toy that they want it to glow in the dark?
Stu wants to know.
Stop the kids using it as a lightsaber.
Stu wants to know, do they do it in rainbow so it matches his mod?
If you bought multiple kits and then used various layers of silicone, I'm sure. Lightsaber.
Mike, fist bump, Mike Max.
But anyway, sorry, I brought the tone down again.
You're not kidding. So, Stevie, what are you vaping on, kiddo? Since we're a vape show. Not a porn show.
I've got the SQ with the Mjolnir on top, and in that I have Humble Ruby Red Ice, and Aegis X with the Dreadnought, and in that I have Vandy Bait Purple Summer, and that's it. That's all I've got, just 2.
I'm on me drop. No, I'm not. I'm on my Dead Rabbit V2 with the Ice Spider mech. In there, I've got this cookie dough from Jones Juice. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. Really loving that one. I'm also on the Org Vape Nada Vaporizo on that one. Testing that review should be coming up in a bit. I'm also lend me this one. It's the Nugget GT dual battery pod
It looks
mod.
huge.
It's not. I've got little hands.
Yeah, I know, but it still looks huge.
Yeah, dual battery. It's about the same size as a normal dual battery mod. And it's not actually too bad. In there, I've got the Juice Diamonds. Which one is it now? Milktron in that. That's all I'm on. What are you on, Steve?
That's going to be interesting. The Aegis X with the X on top. And in that, I have the Lincolnshire pudding, which is delightful, and I mean delightful, vanilla. Almost a custard, but it's a very subtle one. It's absolutely delicious. I must admit, out of all of the bottle shots I've been trying, that's one of my favourites. I have Da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
It doesn't set off the fire alarm. And in that, I'm tooting away on Clarity from Tea Juice, which is rather nice, I must admit. And I have my ever faithful legend. And in that one, I have a tiny bit of Colonel's custard left. And I'm saving that for later because I'm really enjoying that one. Because that really is tasty. So, whoever wins the tea juice bundle tonight, there's at least 2 of those. If you like a lemon and lime menthol, you're going to love the Clarity. And if you love custard, you're going to love the Colonels.
Just show Andy Summerfield this again. There you go. It's from Joe's Juice.
How are you getting on with that?
It's blooming gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I was a bit worried about, because obviously you've got chocolate in there, but the chocolate's really nice, and that cookie dough, you've got that right creamy, gooey cookie dough taste. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. Highly recommend it.
There's a really nice sort of nutty.
The chocolate is, I've got to admit, the chocolate is more of a chocolate syrupy type, like you'd have on an ice cream, more than like a cocoa chocky. A cocoa chocky, eh? So there you go. That's what I'm on.
Very nice. So we're looking forward to the... I know, Steve, this one's not going to affect you, is it? Because I don't think the vape shops are back open over the border, are they?
Oh, there's a few of them open.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Did yours actually... Oh, fabulous.
I don't think it's supposed to be open, but there's a few of them open.
Ours are legally allowed to open from Monday, so...
Now, I've got to remember, it is Glasgow. Half the times up here, they really don't care. They'll just do it anyway. We have seen a couple open, I must admit. But
So-
whether they've been sticking to the rules, it's one in the shop at a time. And yourself, there has been a lot of vape shops that have had the little kind of the door put in the window kind of thing for the social distancing and things like that as well. So folk have been ordering their stuff online and going to pick it up at the shops. But yeah, there is a few of them.
Yeah, I can say our shop's been doing that. The Bossy's been on his own in shop. Where our door is, we've got like old-fashioned shutters that go across, so he keeps them locked. They phone up, put the order in, and they can come and collect it. So yeah, he's been doing that. I think he's been doing that for about 6 weeks, 7 weeks, something like that. But we are officially opening on Monday.
Yay!
You get back to normal.
I've just had visions of a load of ice cream vans driving around Glasgow with ice cream crossed out and vape written instead. Shady looking characters.
It makes a change from drugs.
But it's still. We were talking about it on Aiden's show yesterday. I can't understand why they shut vape shops when you've got off licenses that are open.
It's one that we discussed previously, isn't it?
What do you think?
What? I think it's ridiculous, man. Yeah, I understand. I understand why they've done it. Because people locked up for 12 weeks without a beer.
Yeah, but I mean, I can see that as well. But look how many shops you've got. I mean, all you need to do is go to your local supermarket and you can get drink there. You don't need to have a specific off license open that just sells alcohol. So that could be shut, same as a vape shop. I don't understand it myself, to be honest.
I mean, the argument is that you can buy vape gear from Asda, but or various other supermarkets, but it's not the same.
No, of course it's not, because you're not getting that. You see, me personally, this is just me. I might be totally wrong, but me personally, I always think of a vape shop is maybe one down from a chemist. I know that sounds a bit daft, but when you think about it, you can go, yes, you can buy vape gear from a supermarket, but you do not get the expertise that you would get if you went to a vape shop. You won't get the knowledge and the understanding of the devices, of the juices from a supermarket. Whereas at a vape shop, that's where it is. And I've always thought on as vape shops are that one down from being a chemist. What do you think?
I'd go with that. However, I mean, Darren's just reiterated a very valid point. Italy and Spain, vape shops were still allowed to open because of health concerns. Because they were deemed to be alternatives to smoking.
Yeah.
And what the Italians especially said was they actually gave official advice against people smoking whilst around their family and on lockdown. So the vape was seen as a way of avoiding that issue.
I mean, I just find it just really, really strange that even though we're in a country that actually is in favour of people vaping from having cigarettes, but then they go and do things like that to them. It's almost like a half. We'll support you a bit, but not much.
Well, this is it. I mean, the nicotine argument for me falls short because you don't get people banning tomatoes. You don't get people banning the various vegetables that contain nicotine. They are nicotine-containing products.
They are, but I mean, to be honest with you, the amount of nicotine in them is very...
It's minimal.
Minimal, yeah.
Well, let's be right. In a 0 milligram short fill, exactly.
I mean, totally true what Mine says. It could be worse. We could be in the USA, but it's so like me personally, I just think it's half-hearted. What's up now?
No, I was just thinking, yes, it could be worse. We could be in the USA. I've just suddenly had visions of holes in walls and things. No, sorry, it's not like
it is though, isn't it? It's in one breath they're giving you the backing and saying, yeah, it's 95% safer. Let's promote it. But when it actually comes to it, it's all like, nah, we'll let you crack on yourselves.
Look at it this way, though. The people that are backing vaping aren't the ones that are up for election. Yeah? The ones that are relying on a 4-year term and need public support to get them back into office are the ones that keep on changing their mind.
You see, once all this, I mean, obviously this coronavirus will eventually, hopefully, fingers crossed, die down and everything, we get back to some sort of normality. I am really genuinely hoping that now that we have left the European Union and they actually do go back to actually looking at vaping, that they decide to separate vaping from smoking. And I think that's a big push that it really needs to happen.
I totally agree with that, but whether it's going to happen with our government, I don't know. I know I kind of missed the NNA webinar last week, but I was trying to catch up with it during the week, but I never got a chance to watch it all. But I know the link is there and it's on YouTube anyway. If people want to go and watch it, it's the NNA's view of possibly what could happen regarding the TPD3. It's worth a watch. You'll go and have a look and just see what the proposed legislation possibly could be. What road or what route the British government's going to take after Brexit? Are they just going to follow suit with the TPD3 and follow in line with the rest of Europe, or are they going to just say, right, bugger it, let's go our own way and do what we want to do?
I've got a horrible feeling that we'll just follow suit. I really do.
I think so, because it's less hassle.
I really do. I think that we'll just follow suit because, let's face it, the TPD originally was just a framework, and you can pick what you want to use in that framework, and the UK government went for the whole lot.
Yeah.
Whereas like Germany went for, they could have whatever size tank they wanted. No, we went for the whole lot. So
because it was the easiest option.
Must admit, I agree with both of you. It probably will go for the easier option, but I think when the original TPD came in, there wasn't that much data around. Now there's much more data on what the actual risks are. I'm not saying that we should be able to vape everywhere and all the rest of it, but what I am saying is let's take that information that we've now got and build a framework that actually acknowledges the data and maybe helps get people off cigarettes. Rather than just look. The problem is we all know how it's going to go. With the economic situation at the minute with COVID, etc., governments are going to be looking at tax.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's be realistic about this. So I think vaping's in for a tough time.
Yeah.
I think the sin taxes will start, and I honestly, I would not be surprised if they brought us in line with smoking taxes.
See, I can't see how they can do that because it's sort of like one. I don't understand syntax anyway. I think that syntax is wrong, but I understand why they're doing it. They're trying to price you out of actually doing it. That's top and bottom of it. So why would they want to price out somebody for a safer alternative to smoking? It just seems wrong.
Morals don't pay the bills.
Yeah, true.
And when Don's just start stocking up on flavours. There is now positive data that shows flavour bans do not work.
Of course they don't. It's ridiculous. Let's face it, we already know why you get blooming kids in America mainly that were getting the jewels because of blooming the nicotine hit that they were getting. That's top and bottom of it. We already know it.
But this is the country that invented whippets, for God's sakes. No, serious. That little, you get a can of, you get a can of whipped cream, and when you first press the nozzle, you get a little burst of nitrous oxide.
Oh God, they're terrible. That round near, yeah, I've seen all that.
Some idiot worked out that if you inhale that first little burst of nitrogen that comes out of the can, you can get high. So they've got the Juul. That gives you a 50 milligram hit. Of course they're going to use it.
Of course.
Plus, it's going to get up mum and dad's nose.
Let's face it, when we were kids, we'd try out anyway. As kids, let's face it, that's why we started smoking in the first place.
I did be cool and trendy, thank you.
Your pressure was a bugger.
You ain't kidding.
Oh, you're not quite wrong. Mumming it. But no, I still think that it really needs to be pushed now that vaping is not related to cigarettes.
Yeah, it would be nice. I can't see it.
I can't see it, but is that because of it being the laziness of government?
I think there would be legislative issues as well. Because what would you actually class it as?
Well,
Because
it needs to be classed as its own entity.
Well, if it's nicotine replacement, they will lug it with something. So for not only for the tax, but also for the safety rules, etc.
Yeah, whether they stick it in regarding as a pharmaceutical product, then it's, as you say, it's what did they actually label it as?
Because if it goes as a pharmaceutical, we'll be looking.
Oh God, yeah, they'd be even worse.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, if you they tried that back in 2014 to make it a pharmaceutical product.
Sorry,
Steve.
I was just thinking about it all.
You know, Noel, see you later, dude.
See you later. Take care, matey.
Rev's just put most things from most governments are half-assed. Too many diverse backhanders for diverse lobbyists and donors to do anything with absolute integrity. I would go with that.
Yeah, I would. I would definitely go for that.
The thing is with vaping, we've also got to acknowledge the fact that a lot of the big tobacco companies do have vaping brands. Which could work in a positive manner or negative, depending on what your viewpoint is. I mean, personally, it's a business. They're in it for the money. They're not in it for the morals. If they were in it for the morals, they'd have withdrawn the product years ago. Yeah? So they're after the cash. Would it be a bad thing if vaping went underground again?
Yeah, I think it would, yeah. Yeah, you don't want vaping going underground. That's where all iffy stuff starts coming into it.
And then we could end up with what happened in the States.
Yeah.
With the THC carry on.
Yes, if you want to go all semantics, Irish ethics, technically.
The other thing that I wanted to talk about, YouTube. YouTube's bringing out its new policy. When it's actually bringing it out, I'm not 100% sure, but they are bringing out their new policy that all vape reviews now will be age restricted to obviously 18. Now, when I first looked at that, I thought, oh great, another thing that we're going to get kicked in teeth. Because if you age restrict your videos, monetization, even though there's virtually no monetization now anyway, monetization's out of it. So I was a bit niffed off about it, and then I thought about it, well, so like, at least if we're age restricted, they're going to leave us kind of alone. But my concern is more to do with, if you're not logged into YouTube and you're just a casual user, you will not see our videos. I just wondered what you guys thought about it.
Well, I've got mine restricted to 18 anyway. So as soon as I go in, I get everything. Do you know what I mean? But it's for the likes of people that's coming into chat and people who are actually watching, you know, the content on YouTube, for the likes of yourself, reviewers and that, Mark. Surely they'll have the savvy to put their settings to age 18 restricted anyway. And I think that's just what needs to. There's no way around it. They've got to do it. Because it's going to get to the stage where, hold on a minute, why am I not seeing SoulOhm reviews? Why am I not seeing Vape? Why am I not seeing Bogan? That kind of thing. Something's not right here, and then it will click with them. But you'll find especially a lot of reviewers will put stuff on Facebook as well, just to remind people to do something like that. Change your settings so you can see the age restricted content.
Because let's face it, I think what for the people that are already watching, yeah, I can appreciate that, but it's sort of like the new starters. So for argument's sake, you're a new person just thinking about getting into vaping, unless you've actually physically logged into YouTube, you'll not see any of the content. So it is restricting that way. And also, what I can't understand is on the monetization side of it. I mean, don't get me worried. I'm not worried about the money at all. But On the monetization side of it, surely they can get a clause into whoever's wanting an advert. Are you okay having your adverts on 18 plus videos? I can't understand why they're restricting the monetization side of it.
Because they don't want us on. Let's be right. The way the US has gone with the various legislation with the protection of children, etc. Yeah, I can't remember what the name of the actual legislation was, but it's the thin end of the wedge. You know, we've seen it go from protests to almost a manic religion. This battle against vaping in the US. And it's where YouTube's based. We've got to accept this, yeah. By the way, evening, Mike. Sorry, mate. I saw you bob in earlier. You know, I honestly think this sort of mindset from the States is just slowly clawing its way into more and more countries.
It's like what just Paul Anderson's just put. They will still put ads on vape videos, but they'll keep the money.
Exactly.
I mean, don't get me wrong. For what it's worth and being monetized, it's not worth being. But the whole idea of being part of the partnership program, besides the money, is that YouTube are supposed to be helping your channel. That's the whole point of joining the membership program.
Now, if you're age-restricted videos, doesn't that also affect where you appear in the suggested videos? Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Being the reason why I joined the membership part, it is the partner membership of YouTube, is for that reason. Because if you're part of the actual YouTube team, they actually promote your video. But now, obviously, when it's an 18 plus video, they don't. So in your sidebar now, we won't be there as a suggested video, so you're not going to get discovered on YouTube either. Also, the second thing on that one is if you start typing in vape reviews on Google, you'll not find us there either once they start the 18 restrictions.
Well, Mike put a very valid and interesting point there. They've been doing it in the background for ages anyway. They have. And I think this sudden so-called announcement, I think a lot of that's because they were getting called on why things were happening. And there was more and more exposure coming on Twitter and YouTube, etc. I mean, when Vic got his strikes, yeah? When Mike Vape's got his strikes.
I got my strike.
When you got yours. You know, there's been a lot of traffic on Twitter about this, asking for clarification of the rules, etc., etc.
But even now, if you upload a video, there's a section there that asks you what your video content is, and we have to put this drug side of it, because obviously they class vaping as a drug product. And basically, they've married us up with THC. And I think that's wrong, totally wrong. But they've actually categorised us as part of like the THC group because of nicotine. That's why you're not allowed to put links in your descriptions to an actual vape shop or or a vape website, things like that. You are not allowed to do it, but they never actually say that officially. They make it such a grey. If you read the actual rules on it, it's such a grey area. It's so like you can interpret it that many different ways. So it would be nice if they actually clarified what they want, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, there was a couple of tech channels as well get shut down, was there not?
Oh God, yeah. I mean, what were it 2 years ago? If you mentioned the word you were going to get closed down and everything. But I think what annoyed me about that one was that there's hemp and God knows what else channels there quite happily promoting the stuff.
Yeah, God, Rob's just put. I've been logged out and tried to find my videos on YouTube via a new device. Nothing there at all. It's been like that for over a year.
Mm.
And it's the knock-on effect that's going to have on manufacturers of vaping devices as well. Because nobody's going to be able to see the videos, so they're not going to be knowing what's coming. Well, unless that they're on other platforms or whatever, but they're not going to see. Oh, right, that's a great device. I'm going to go and buy it. So that's not going to happen anymore. So it is going to have that knock-on effect too.
Because let's face it, I mean, we as reviewers, we provide a service. Because we're the in-between the consumer and obviously the manufacturer, and it's sort of like we're the people that are saying sort of like if it's any good or not.
Yep.
So I think it's wrong. I do. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the 18+ bit. That's not a problem. I've got no problems with that whatsoever. Because let's face it, only people 18+ should be watching our shows anyway.
Yeah, but somebody else already put in. I mean, the kids lie about their age anyway. So all it is clicking a button. So but, it's really not going to make any difference.
No, but I can appreciate. I don't like I say, in the ideal world that only 18 people. That's not a problem, but I can't understand why so much restriction. Because obviously it's an 18 video. Why should it have all the restrictions on it? It's same, and I can argue it's same with if you put that it's for if you make a video for children, you've got the same restrictions on there as well. You can't monetize, you can't get people commenting and things like that. They put a real restriction. So, if you want to make create a video for children, again you're being penalised. And it seems like they've gone for the top end and the bottom end of the spectrum. And they are penalising both of them. I just think it's a bit weird.
Well, yeah, I mean, Pedro's just put, you guys are reviewers are the ones who clear up the grey areas within the vaping industry, and I think it's very silly to restrict them because of the knock-on effect it's going to have. I agree. While we're here, Tony, mate. Big Huggles, they lost a four-legged member of the family.
Oh, bless. Huggles.
Very surprised. Came completely out of the blue, and I'm really sorry to hear about that, Tom. So I hope you're all right, mate. And the family as well.
Well, we've talked about sad things. Are we going to talk about a happy thing? It's quarter past.
Have you got a happy thing?
I've got a happy thing. It's SoulOhm's bottom drawer.
Oh, yes.
So, are you going to tell them all about it, Stevie, baby?
Right, SoulOhm's bottom drawer. This is very, very easy. Very, very easy. So, the bottom drawer, we will select it from those in chat at present.
Oh, you're going to have to tell them what they're going to win.
They're going to win this little beauty, the Target PM30, in a rather fetching
blue,
boobs, electric blue. Oh, I've gone all Jenny. She's going to kill me for that. You are also going to win 5 of the wonderful flavours from Tea Juice, which is black and blue, which is blackjack. You've got Colonel's Custard, which is very tasty. Clara Tea, which is the citrus menthol. Strawberry, which has a touch of cream and allegedly raspberry to it as well, doesn't it?
It does.
And the Bohemian Custardy.
Yeah, that's like a strawberry custard. It is very nice.
It's just put feck. I'm watching QVC.
And the
Irish,
extra,
no matter what, mate, I'm always going to be closer to Jenny than you are. Right.
and the extra bonus is that you're going to get a Dilligaf Atty stand as well. Look at that.
You too can shove your fingers in Stevie's piston.
So, if you would like to enter the SoulOhm's bottom drawer, I love that name.
A couple of rules.
Oh yes, don't forget the rules.
Don't forget the rules. If you just give me a second, I shall find the rules because I'm playing YouTube tonight.
Ooh.
And I'll make the rules. Well, it's not. It's his sandpit, and I'm asking if it's all right. So, right. What we have is a couple of T's and C's. Okay. So
if you'd like to win, what we're going to put in chat, Stevie, what should we put in chat?
Which Stevie?
Mr. Dilligaf.
Bottom drawer.
Right, they've got to type in, if you want to win, type in bottom drawer while BFG does the rules.
No. We're here. Aha!
Rule 1, read the rules.
Yes, rule 1, read the rules. Because I spent time doing them. Right, so all prizes are as stated prior to the draw taking place. So you will get the Target PM30 and all the contents. You will also get the 5 juices and you will get the piston stand from Stevie. No alternatives are available. Previous winners are not eligible to enter again. And in the interest of fairness, if you've already won Marquee's bottom draw once, we will redraw it. Yeah? Postage will be paid by the winner and prizes will be sent by Royal Mail, second class signed for. Okay? So if you do win, contact Mark on the email on the screen, which is mark@soulohmreviews.com, and we will sort it all out for you. It's gone very quiet.
He's gone very, very quiet. Ooh. They're rolling in thick and fast.
Bottom drawer.
Pardon?
I'll try to type in bottom drawer. So what have you got? What have you got coming up this week, Mark?
What have I coming up this week? I am, to be honest with you, I've not been too great, so things have gone a bit weird. I'm going to be doing me Vaporizzo. Me Vaporizzo. I'm going to have to get that right for doing review, aren't I? The old Vaporizzo, it's the Nada. We're going to be doing that one. I've also got the Titan as well coming up on the show, the new mesh deck on it, so I've got that coming up. Plus some other little bits and pieces. I've just got in literally the GTX 1 from Vaporizzo, just got that in. So that's going to be up for testing, and I've got that Nugget GT as well, so I've got them coming up. Plus, a little bit of news while everyone's typing in bottom drawer. Nova Juice, we've got them coming. So me and Steve will be doing a live review of them as they come in, hopefully next week. So on the Sunday we'll be doing a review. So that's what's coming up. So I'm going to type in winner.
Right, Liz, in answer to your question, if you've ever won, not just the week before, if you've ever won the bottom draw until we decide otherwise, it's just to give everybody a fair crack.
Dun, 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 dun. And the winner is...
The only Tony.
Yeah, excellent! Well done!
Yo, Tony.
So all you have to do, Tony, is email me, mark@soulomreviews.com with your name and address, and I'll get all your information sent.
That's what you get for asking, can I have a look in Marquee's bottom drawer?
Congratulations.
Congratulations! Whee!
Yes, it's a fair crack.
I'm just over the moon. The blooming Nightbot's working all right.
Yay, chicken dinner. So, Tom, as I say, mate, email Mark, we'll sort it out. Okay, dude? So that will be winging its way up to the fair Liverpool.
So,
I don't think he does pods.
Sorry? What was that?
I don't think he does pods.
Well, I can always give them to somebody who does.
Exactly. It's a lovely treat.
Yeah. Somebody who wants to give up smoking, there you go. There's a little gift. I'm keeping the piston stand.
Oh, bless.
Oh, bless. That's so weird. So if we keep looking at Mark's draw, do we stand a chance? Oh, yes. Do piffs count as winning for the recipient and the winner, or just the winner? What?
What?
Do piffs count as winning for the recipient and the winner of just the wood, or of just the what?
Well, Irish. If the winner piffs, then we just redraw it again.
What's a piff?
It's how people pass it on.
All right. Dear Lord, I've never piffed in my life. Someone's just put my videos delayed, seen the congrats before the voice. Oh, bless you, dude.
Oh, poor Phil Jones is a bit late. Bottom drawer. But
If you piff, you can't enter next week. No, all it is sort of like giving everybody a chance. So if you won last week, the following week, piff it. Makes life a lot easier. Just obviously we want to share the love. That's all it is. We want to share the love. I think that's always fair, isn't it?
There you go. Tom's just put. I'll definitely take it, guys. Thanks for the opportunity. No worries, Tom.
No worries, mate. Don't forget, Mark@soulomreviews.com.
Ask Jen. She knows what it is.
And obviously, we'll be doing another giveaway next week as well.
Oh, bless. And Liz has just put, oh, love, I'll have a bit of that. I say.
So, Steve, what we got coming up on Sunday?
On Sunday, well, we got us, 2 o'clock. Not only have we got us on 2 o'clock, but you got me on later.
Oh, yes, you have, haven't we?
Yeah, I'm on the late Vape show.
BFG After Dark.
BFG After the bloody watershed. That's so scary.
Are you nervous, kiddo?
Nervous? I'm cacking myself.
I love the video that they did for you, little advert.
I've never had such a badass intro. I felt all Clint Eastwood watching that. Oh, bless. Yeah, so we will be easing you into the Sunday afternoon with Tales from the Ohm. Yes, with our usual mix of retro, vape, news, movies, TV.
Ooh. Yes.
So, what have you two got on?
Well, I've already mentioned what I've got on.
Just a silk negligee and a little bit of Chanel No. 5.
Chanel No. 5. Eh?
There's not enough bleach for that image, Stevie. No. I didn't know you could ski. I'm quite worried about the screenshots people will be able to get from that last.
Oh, I never even thought about that.
A little bit of Photoshop.
Won't take much for them. Oh, bless you. Yeah, it's going to be the Monday afternoon show for me as well, because I've got work in the morning.
Right.
But I'm going to try and... Because what time does it start? 10 o'clock?
10:30.
10:30. I'm going to try and catch at least an hour anyway.
Oh, bless you. Never feed a BFG after midnight or get him wet. No, you get me as wet as you want after midnight.
As long as it's not stuck through a glory hole, you're okay.
Just Jimmy's on the bitches on
Your
Friday.
plastic shield is wiped down.
Stevie
could have drippy nipple. What's drippy nipple?
Nipple that's drippy?
Post those screenshots in the Sam's meme page. Shameless plug, young Mike. Shameless. So, Stevie, you've obviously got the move on for the next bits.
Yeah.
So you're going to be a busy boy then, aren't you?
I hope so, yeah. Yeah, so...
Gaily Bops, even I don't know, sweetheart. Even I don't know what's going off now. Something about dribbly nipples or something.
So, dribbly... What is dribbly nipple?
I ain't got a clue.
Dear God. What? No. No.
Wet patches and soggy gussets.
No, he knows what they are. It's an infection of the duct of the nipple, very painful, usually happens after breastfeeding.
Oh, okay.
Well, I can't say I've ever had that happen to me, I must admit.
I've never tried to eat a boob.
Yeah, right.
I'm renaming this the porn show. Daily, we're not. Yeah, with this very tactful manner.
I'm still thinking about buying Clona Willy.
Clona Willy.
I just don't know what colour they get.
Apparently, it happens to male runners as well. Anyway.
Oh, I've had that jogger's nipple. That's painful. Yeah, like I jog. Yeah,
I was just gonna say, what's jogging?
Yeah, I just fart and I wobble.
I've just had visions of you sat on somebody's dashboard with a grass skirt on.
Rock-a-hula.
Oh, man.
Fist bump to little bro, and yes, Steve, get laid, for God's sake.
Why?
Yeah, there's a lot of pent-up frustration going on, I think.
He definitely needs a Gloria, doesn't he? Oh, Gloria.
I've never been near Gloria or the crack of dawn.
No. So are you all ready? Are you all set and ready for the big move then, Steve?
We're getting there, to be honest. It's just we're running out of space in here as we're falling over boxes every time. You walk into a room, you're falling over a box. So you go and fill another box and put a box on top of a box. It's honestly, God, it's like a giant game of Tetris in this house at the moment. It's shocking. But yeah, so hopefully, yeah, we got the good news this morning that everything seems to be going ahead. So this time next Thursday, to say I won't be here, we'll try and pop into chat, but we'll just be getting the last final bits and pieces done, ready to move next Friday morning. First of all, one of the things we need to do is obviously get the computer and things like that set up as quick as we possibly can, so we can come back online and talk to all you lovely folks out in Chatland and things like that.
Well, I hope it goes smoothly as moving house can smoothly possibly be. Because they say that divorce, marriage, and moving house are the most stressful things in your life.
This week's been hellish, honest to goodness, absolutely hellish. Both of us, Jules and I, have been the twos have been the same. We've been up to high door, just wondering, especially with the carry on that was with the render that's on the outside of the building. The people who are buying this house wanted a specific form and this, that, and the next thing, and it turned out they didn't need it anyway. But it's still that in the back of your mind. God, is the sale going to fall through? What we're going to do now? Because we've bought a house and but hey ho, it's all hunky dory now. So yeah, smooth sailing from here on in. Fingers crossed. And I'll get my man cave.
You get your man cave.
At least I know what to buy you, Steve.
Eh?
At least I know what to buy you.
Glory hole.
Do you want the glow in the dark one or the dark skin version?
Get me the glow in the dark one, because I'm not going to get lights fitted for a little while. At least I'll be able to find it.
Ah, I think that's so sweet. Gail's looking forward to the bubble housewarming. Oh, that's so sweet.
Everybody turning up with balloons.
All right, guys. Well, we've come up to the half hour. So we've already spoke about Tales on Sunday at 2 p.m. We've already spoke about Stevie moving, but he is now a permanent caster. So big congratulations for that. I'm well chuffed you joining us, kiddo. Really am. Stevie, have you got anything more to say?
What one?
Oh, he's a pain in behind.
See, this is it. We'll need to.
We're going to have to. I'm just going to call you BFG. Have we lost sound on BFG? No, we haven't. No.
Have we what?
I thought you'd lost sound there.
No, I've got sound on.
Right.
Yes. Well, not just Sunday, but if you join us on the 18th for the Ohm Service.
Oh, yes, we have a special guest.
We do. You're going to tell us a bit more about this special guest, young Marco?
The special guest is Vape Mill.
I'm looking forward to this.
Proper Yorkshireman. Owns his own shop. And he's quite an entertaining young man. He really is. So I'm going to be looking forward to him coming on the show as our special guest. It's going to be
He's
awesome.
in chat now.
He is. So we'll be finding more about this Vape Mill. I said Vape Mill there. Vape Mill. We'll be finding more about him. We'll be talking about, obviously, us vape shops going back to work on Monday. We'll be talking all about that. And, yeah, it's going to be an interesting show, so I can't wait.
Good stuff.
So don't forget, next week we will be starting at 7:30, not 7 o'clock. So we're just moving it for half an hour.
No worries.
Right, Mr. Dilligaf, would you like to say your goodbyes?
Yeah, I'd like to say thank you to you guys for asking me to join the show. You've made my day. So, thanks very much. I really appreciate it. And sorry, I haven't felt myself tonight, guys. I'm still got a really bad headache at the moment, so I've been kind of subdued. But I will be back in a few weeks' time. Fingers crossed everything goes okay. Get all this all set back up again in a new house, and we're good to go. So hopefully I shall see you 3 weeks today. Hopefully.
Awesome.
So good night all. Thanks for joining us, and big thanks to chat who's kept us all going. Big thank you again to you two guys. Love you both. Feel all mushy now.
Oh, that was lovely. I'm just dead chuffed you said yes, mate.
Yeah, I am. I'm of it moon, mate. Really am of it moon.
It's your giggle last couple of weeks.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
If you'd said no, we'd have nipped up to Scotland.
Yeah, I know. Jules actually said that. She says if you'd have said no, they'd probably get a knock on the door next week.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean you're not joining the boys?
Oi.
Your name's down and you're coming in.
You ever seen Goodfellas? Oh, bless. Oh.
So, Steve, BFG, should I say?
Chat, thank you. Thank you. Yes. All right. Sorry, I will tone it down. I do apologise. I hope I haven't offended anybody this evening. And yes, if there are anybody that would like to help me with my little problem, please email to. Oh God, my internet is playing up now because Mark's just frozen.
I'm I've just had an idea because I could send you down this large cardboard box with your glory hole.
Oh, I say.
Just before we go, just to let you all know, I ordered a picture online the other day, and I thought, right, great, fantastic. It came this morning, and I shit myself when I saw the size of the box. It's bloody 5 foot long.
I tell you one thing, you could use the cardboard box as a back screen.
Could do.
What you don't realise is that's a picture of Stevie as a French lady.
Yes. Bonjour, monsieur. Comment allez-vous? Hello, monsieur. It is I, Toulouse-Lautrec.
Oh, God. And this is us sober. So, anyway, guys, chat. Thank you so much. As always, it's great. It's like having a little family.
It is.
I do love that. Mistakes. So please join us next week for our special guest, Vape Mill. Join us Sunday at 2:00 for Tales from the Home.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hand you over to the gaffer, Mr. Crew.
Stevie, big thank you. And I'm just so chuffed he joined us. I really am. I'm so chuffed. He's awesome. Big shout out to Tony for winning the Marquee bottom drawer. Big congratulations to you. Don't forget, mark at soulomreviews.com. Guys in chat, thank you so much. I honestly, hand on heart, you don't know how much I appreciate all your little ditties that you keep on putting in chat. I think it's absolutely awesome.
Like little ditties and big ditties.
Yeah, well. Spanners, thank you for looking after chat. I've got to say that. And like I said, don't forget, next Thursday we'll be starting at 7:30. And like Liz said, we'll be finishing roughly around about 10 to 9. So I thought it would be better, sort of like making life easier for people that are working. I get home and I can chill out and then do the live show. And then obviously we're just easing in, let you all ease into that big show that is Vic's. So
yeah, we'll be up nice and flippy.
So put your arm in Mark's bottom drawer and then we'll just ease you into Vic.
Yeah, we'll just slowly.
No, I just get that. Eye bleach.
Strong.
Oh, bless yous. Right, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you haven't given the show a thumbs up, please give it a thumbs up. It does genuinely do help with the analytics and all that good stuff. So please give us a thumbs up. I do appreciate it. People on the replay, thank you for watching as well. From me, Steve. Bye.
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 Stay safe, everybody.
What's the safe?
Hashtag glory hole.
Hashtag flip-flops.
Oh, I thought it was out.
That's lube.
Hashtag Ultimate Forget.